hearing.
Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Dhamamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandvat Pranam. Om Adhyana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilita Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. He is Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. He is Ulnes Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. He is Ulnes Bhakti Asra Vaishnava Swami Maharaj ki Jai. He is Grace Shiksha Guru Rupavilas Prabhu ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrand ki Jai. Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. By chanting 16 rounds of Mahamantra, one gets the spiritual strength with which to preach Krishna consciousness all over the world. Chant Kaji to devotees of the Lord Chaitanya. For so long, you did not follow the regulative principles of Hindu religion, but now you are following them with great enthusiasm. May I know by whose strength you are doing so? It appears that from the aggression of Vakhtiyara Khilji in Bengal until the time of the Chand Kaji, Hindus or the followers of the Vedic principles were greatly suppressed. Like the Hindus in present day Pakistan, practically no one could execute the Hindu religious principles freely. Chand Kaji referred to this condition of Hindu society. Like the formerly, the Hindus had not been straightforward in executing their Hindu principles, but now they were freely chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Therefore, it must have been the strength of someone else that they were so daring. Actually, that was the fact. Although the members of the so-called Hindu society had followed the social customs and formulas, they had practically forgotten to execute their religious principles strictly. But with the presence of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they actually began following the regulative principles according to his order. That order is still existing, and anywhere and everywhere, in all parts of the world, one can execute it. That order is to become spiritual master under the direction of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by following the regulative principles, chanting daily at least 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and preaching the cult of Sri Krishna consciousness all over the world. If we adhere to the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we shall get spiritual strength without a doubt, and we shall be free to preach this cult of the Hare Krishna movement and not be hampered by anyone. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lala 17.126. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada quote, 31st March. We take a newspaper and we read what the politician says. So many nonsense things. We waste our time. Srama eva hi kevalam. We should increase our taste for hearing and chanting about Vishnu, Krishna. Vrindavana, March 31st. Hare Krishna. Rupavilas Amrita. It was not a fact that Abhay was being called for leadership in Keshav Maharaj's Parikrama, although it was good excuse for Ramananda suggesting that Abhay leave the Gaudiya Sangha. So after leaving a dutiful member in the ashramas of Keshav Maharaj and Bhakti Saranga Maharaj, Abhay was again on his own. Without income or institutional shelter, Abhay began staying in various homes in Delhi, living from week to week wherever he received an invitation. In terms of food, clothing, and shelter, the, these were the most difficult times he had ever gone through. Since his childhood, there had been always plenty of food and good clothes, and no question of where he would live. He had been the pet child of his father, and he had received special guidance and affection from Srila Bhaktivedanta Saraswati. But now Abhay sometimes felt alone. So he moved around Delhi from one temporary residence to another, a Vishnu temple, a room at the Kapoor College of Commerce, but he was seeking donors, reaching for Bhagavad Gita writing. His goal was not to find a permanent residence, but to print his residential literature and es- his his transcendental literature and to establish or join force with a pure, powerful movement for spreading the Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Bhagavad Gita 18.71. Shraddhavan anasuyascha shrunuyad api yo nara so api mukta shubhal lokan prapnuyat punya karmanam. Translation. And one who listens with faith and without envy becomes free from sinful reactions and attains to the auspicious planets where the pious dwell. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.17.19. Swatam jigam sase kasmad dinam akrita kilbisham ahani syat katham yosham dharmagya iti yo mata. Translation. The cow shaped earth continued to appeal to the king. I am very poor and have not committed any sinful activities. I do not know why you want to kill me. Since you are supposed to be the knower of all religious principles, why are you so envious of me? And why are you so anxious to kill a woman? Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam Madhya Leela 6.41. एतचिन्ते भट्टाचार्य आचेनावशीय नित्यानंदादि सिंह द्वारे मिलीला आसीया. Translation. While the Bhattacharya was thinking in this way at his home, all the devotees of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, headed by Nityananda Prabhu, approached the Simha Dwara, the entrance door of the temple. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. श्री श्री राधराज बिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांगिता महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, जुलिनस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. By chanting 16 rounds of Mahamantra, one gets the spiritual strength by which to preach Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that you should do 24-hour kirtan. Satatam kirti yantomam yatantascha dradvata. But by simply chanting 16 rounds daily, how is it possible that you get the energy? Because that is the order of the Guru. So when the order of the Guru is there, Lord sees that the words of the Guru never goes fail. And that's why you get the empowerment to preach. The example over here is given about the Qazi. For so long, you did not follow the regulative principles of the Hindu religion, but now you are following them with great enthusiasm. May I know by whose strength you are doing so? Huh? So, Mahaprabhu empowered them. Hmm? And these words are spoken by Kazi to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hmm? It was very difficult that time. And even today, Prabhupada is writing inside. Wherever the Muslim countries are there, to practice the religion, it's very difficult. But Mahaprabhu showed that this is Kali Yuga. And this type of people will be always there. And when they protest, we have to protest not in their way, but by doing more Sankirtan, more Kirtan. That is how we dealt in Bangladesh also. That is how we dealt in other countries also. We do not do any other protest other than chanting the holy name and doing Mahasankirtan. Because we have complete faith in the power of the Lord. We have the complete faith in the destiny that whatever the Lord does is the best. We are just a small instrument and we have to sincerely follow the orders of the Guru and Vaishnavas, and the rest will be taken care by the Lord. So, if you sincerely follow the four regulative principles, chanting the holy name, eating prasad, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam every day, serving the Vaishnava without offenses, definitely you will get empowerment to preach throughout the world. Nowadays, the youth is going on, war is going on. But the problem in the material world is that it is dukhalay. The problem is that there were problems before also, there are problems now also, and in future also the problem will remain. The variety will be different. There will be problems on the personal level, there will be problem on the family level, there will be problem in the society, there will be problems in the country. But you know, if we just talk about the problem, the real problem is that we are stuck in this material world. The real problem is that we have our own karmas. The real problem is that we have to cut that karmas and we have to go back to the spiritual world. That is the problem. So if you only think about the others' problem and you fail to understand that all these problems can be only solved when we center them around Krishna. Prabhupada practically showed how the entire world can be united. When we go in Mayapur Dham, we see all country people coming, embracing each other and serving the Lord. That is the real united nation. Why? Because Krishna is in the center. So if you are interested to solve the problems, we should keep Krishna in the center and problems will be automatically solved. These are the hardest time, Srila Prabhupada, Lila Amrita, these are the hardest time of Srila Prabhupada. After getting out of the Gaudiya Mutt, Ramanandas, Prabhupada had no place to stay, no place to eat, no money. भटक रहे थे दिल्ली में किसी कभी कभी इस घर में कभी उस घर में used to stay 7 days over here, 7 days over there. If we were there, we would be practically thinking of making some actually shelter first. But in that time also, Prabhupada was only thinking of collecting some money so that he can print the books of Bhagavad Gita. And because of this sacrifice, Lord supported him. And today we can see he has become immortal. Srila Prabhupada has become immortal. Why? Because of this sacrifice that he had in his mind. He only wanted to, whatever money, my condition, whatever happened, but I want to print the books of Bhagavad Gita and distribute the Bhagavad Gita. With this mood, he was roaming here and there with no money, no clothes, no food. That had been never a time for Srila Prabhupada where he had never been able to eat. But this are the hardest time where दूसरे टाइम का खाना कहाँ मिलेगा, that he was not able to understand. कहाँ रहने को मिलेगा, he was not able to understand. No shelter, no money. Very, very hard time. And in that also he was just thinking how to print the books, how to print the Bhagavad Gita, and how to distribute the Bhagavad Gita. This is the real, the sacrifice that he did. And that's why we all are together, united in ISKCON. We all are together, united in Bhakti because of the sacrifice of Srila Prabhupada. Here, the condition is given by the Lord. If you want to listen to the Bhagavad Gita, you have to listen it without envious. Dvesh nahi hona chahiye. And then you will be able to, first of all, get liberated from all the sins. And then you will be able to dwell in an auspicious planet where the devotees are there. The first thing that you should have in the heart is not enviousness. If you have enviousness, you will never be able to understand the Bhagavad Gita. As far as uh, Bhagavatam is concerned, Mother Earth is asking question, why are you trying to kill a woman? I have not done anything wrong. Then also you have bent hard to kill a woman. Nobody kills a woman. And I am Mother Earth. Why you are doing this thing? तो कभी कभी क्या होता है, आदमी सफर करता है ना, तो भगवान से पूछता है मेरे को क्यों सफरिंग मिल रहा है, मैंने तो कोई गलती की नहीं है. Why I am suffering? But he fails to understand that the karmas are there and that karma reaction has to come. Chaitanya Charitamrita, while Bhattacharya was thinking in this way at his home, all the devotees of Mahaprabhu, headed by Nityanand Prabhu, approached the main entrance of the temple that is called Sinhadwar. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram.